Today on How It's Made, heavy equipment simulators. When you're learning how to operate heavy equipment, one wrong move can cause damage or injuries. That's why it's becoming more common to train on a simulator, which can replicate real-life scenarios, from typical maneuvers to emergency situations. Whether learning to operate a crane, backhoe, or excavator, it's safer for a trainee to make rookie mistakes at a virtual worksite. The instructor simply installs heavy equipment controls and loads the appropriate software. Then, the simulator is all set to replicate how the equipment maneuvers. A heavy equipment simulator begins life as a series of 3D technical drawings. Mechanical engineering technicians plug in the details of the customer's order, including foot pedals and joysticks, to control the equipment's various movements. Then assembly can begin. Following the plans, technicians build the steel motion platform, which replicates the movement of the cab. Its base has wheels for rolling the simulator from one location to another. This drive controls the 3 actuators which raise, lower, and tilt the platform. Once the technicians have installed and wired up all 3 actuators, they install the platform cover. Next, they mount the height-adjustable seat. At its base, enclosed in a bellow, is a pneumatic suspension system. This enables the seat to realistically bounce or jerk in response to the action being simulated. Meanwhile, another technician assembles the simulator's control box. He mounts the joystick controller and connects its wiring to a cable inside. The cable leads to a connector on the base of the box. That connector simply plugs into the motion platform right next to the operator's seat. The box attaches securely with large screw knobs, making it easy to disconnect and switch to different kinds of simulations. The foot pedals are mounted to a separate platform. Technicians attach it to the motion platform with 2 screws. Like the control box, the idea is to be able to switch this pedal platform easily for a different one. The simulator's cab is now fully assembled, and it moves just like a real one. The virtual view from the cab spans 5 LCD screens to give the trainee a realistic perspective of the worksite. After installing the screen supports, workers mount the screens. The configuration mimics the window layout of the typical cab. The simulator runs on software that's designed in-house. However, the client can further customize the program for a specific make and model of heavy equipment, or to simulate specific scenarios that might arise on a particular worksite. The simulator has 5 different computers. 3 of them run the seat movement, the screens, and a small touchscreen to the trainee's right. That screen displays the buttons, knobs, and levers of the heavy equipment's dashboard. The 4th computer calculates the physics of the simulated environment, such as the excavator's digging movement and the corresponding soil movement. The 5th computer manages the training scenarios. For instance, an instructor can program adverse weather conditions to make the exercise more difficult. To simulate a different piece of equipment, the instructor simply switches the joystick and pedals if necessary, and loads the appropriate software. In the simulator, the trainee has the same perspective he or she would have in the real-life cab. 3 reflective markers on the helmet enable an infrared camera mounted above the screens to track the trainee's head movements. This prompts the software to display the corresponding view.